Good morning. We are in Hollywood, California, and we are heading to the Griffith Observatory on the West Observatory Loop. And we are out here today for a hike, so come along with us and enjoy the sights.
Stupid things when it's my turn to start living.
The Griffith Observatory is a true Los Angeles landmark, so trekking our way to the top seemed like a no-brainer. We arrived bright and early before the observatory opened and timed things just right. We went strictly for this 52 hike challenge that we're currently doing, but it was a bonus to soak in the rad views of the city.
There's a ton of trails here in the park. This loop is pretty cool because right at the start you can see the observatory, and pretty much the entire trail you can see it as you're walking up. So far the trail is like pretty wide, well maintained dirt path, a lot of joggers and people out running, but it is pretty steep and there's no wind blowing. It's kind of humid, so I'm actually really sweaty from this trail. I wasn't anticipating this being very vigorous at all, but that's the incline that gets you every time. Oh, that incline feels good though. Just made it to our first view point. It's like a 360-degree view. We've done a lot of hikes in LA and Hollywood. I think this is one of the best views. You literally see the mountain range, downtown LA, out towards Catalina, the Hollywood sign, and the observatory. This has to be one of the best 360 views I've seen in LA. Wow. I'm impressed. This is really cool, guys.
So this is actually our last hike before we fly up to Banff next week. Kind of timely, we're doing this really hot hike, and next week we're going to be in, I think it's snowing over there.
It's snowing right now.
So if you have any hike recommendations, leave it in the comments below.
There's obviously multiple ways to get here. We hiked here, but you can drive here. There's actually multiple ways to hike here. There's multiple ways to drive here. There's people being dropped off by the busload. So we made it before the crowds and we were able to take some pictures and enjoy it before it got too crowded. But now it is packed, so we're gonna hike back down and get out of here and go get some food. Let's go.
Aloha! We found another Asian fusion restaurant that we can recommend. It's called Broken Mouth. It feels like you walked into a mom and pop Hawaiian dinner right in the middle of downtown LA. The spam musubi with purple rice is always a winner.
Hopefully you guys are taking this heat wave seriously and hiking safely out there. Continue to get your exercise in, but just be cautious. On that note, make sure you guys are still getting outside, staying hydrated, and keep on moving. There was 8 hikers that had to be airlifted out, and one man that actually suffered from heat stroke because he was so hot. So I wanted to talk about some of the signs and symptoms of heat exhaustion, possibly that could lead to heat stroke. If you're ever out hiking and you feel hot and you're starting to get dizzy or faint feeling or starting to see spots, or possibly have an unquenchable thirst, those are all signs of heat exhaustion. The recommendation is to actually stop, find some shade, and rest for 30 minutes. It seems like a long time, but you need to cool down and rehydrate. So drink plenty of water, obviously. Everyone always says to stay hydrated. In fact, I tell you guys that every week, stay hydrated. But if you're feeling those signs of heat exhaustion, get some shade, drink water, and take off a layer of clothing just to cool down as rapidly as you can. So stay hydrated out there.